So I just got told about a brand new article that came out that said in the last 5 years, there's been a 20% drop in confidence in the mainstream media. And the funny thing about this survey is that this is the greatest drop in human history of confidence in the mainstream media. And for a lot of people out there, this is going to be a big surprise. People are going to want to talk about it. I'm sure President Trump is going to want to throw that at all of the mainstream media and the quote unquote fake news that he attacks all the time. But this is something that we see on the ground every single day. And this is why we have the biggest live stream broadcast of a conversation in human history on our platform, the Digital Freedom Platform. That didn't happen on a television channel. It didn't happen on a technology platform. It happened on our platform because we present an honest, authentic, real voice. And the currency of that is hard to overestimate. And that's what we're seeing because nobody trusts the mainstream media anymore. And this survey has shown that when people watch it, they don't even believe it. They think it's fake news with an agenda because, quite frankly, it is. And that's the problem. There are so many economic and political and power interests going on your mainstream media channels, from Fox to CNN to, yes, the goddamn BBC. It's all got an agenda. And you'd say, okay, well, the BBC doesn't. I mean, they don't need to sell ads. They're funded by the government through TV licenses. But yeah, that's the thing. They're funded by the government. And the government's constantly threatening to take away their money. So what happens? The BBC behaves and it echoes whatever the government is saying. Whatever Boris Johnson is saying, the BBC enforces. So when Ofcom comes up and talks about you can't say 5G and coronavirus in the same sentence, what happens? The BBC comes down and tries to slam us for it, tries to slam YouTube for it, because they are worried about their own funding. What happens? You can't trust the mainstream media. And this happens over and over again. From everything we've learned about in the Digital Freedom Platform, everyone's got their hands in someone else's pocket. And that's what's going on here. So you don't get the truth. You get what you used to think was the truth. They gave you a great version because there was no alternatives, right? Back in this country here, there literally used to be 3 channels and 2 were playing cricket. So you had one source of news and a few newspapers, and you were just a sheep and doing whatever they said. But now we've got independent sources. Now I can bring you independent voices, doctors, Nobel Prize winners, Kennedys that are coming on our platform and speaking the truth to you. That I can't even do on mainstream technology. I have to do that off-platform, Digital Freedom Platform. We produce it ourselves, and now we're giving you a true voice of a message that you can trust because we don't have an agenda. It's uncensored. You can listen from start to finish, and you can decide or not. We don't care. I'm not trying to sell you anything. We don't care. And that is the beauty of what we're doing. It's pure. The medium is the message. Our medium is uncensored. You've never seen Uncensored before until you come to our platform. Because guess what? It's not allowed anywhere else. David Icke isn't allowed anywhere else, so you can't even get the message, which means your basic fundamental human right of freedom of speech is violated. Everywhere you go, it's violated. You pull out your phone, which is your reality most of the day, violation, 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 violation. The news doesn't tell you the news. Facebook doesn't tell you Facebook. None of the platforms tell you what's really going on. They tell you their version of what's going on. Right? That's fact-checked, whatever the hell that means. That's censored, whatever the hell that means. That follows community policy, whatever the hell that means. And you get their version of it that has other people's interests. Yes, the interest of big technology companies, the interest of 5G rollouts, the interest of pharmaceutical companies, the interest of political parties, the interest of financial institutions all get rolled up into the news you get delivered, and you get a different version. Who knows? Maybe it's a watered down version. Maybe it's an accelerated version. Maybe it's missing this and this and that. But you don't know. You're super busy. So I just go to YouTube, Brian. I just read the paper's news. It must be kind of right. No, it's not kind of right. It's been filtered and twisted and messed up. And now you're getting someone else's narrative, which means you're thinking someone else's thoughts. You're acting their acts, and you're living your life the way they want you to live it. Think about it. It's crazy. Who you marry, is determined by the media you watch. What job you have is determined by the media you watch. Your hopes and dreams are determined by the media you watch, and it's being twisted and filtered and conjured and forced down into your brain, and you're becoming a different person than you should be. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. That's effed up, really, because that's your whole reality is now being controlled by someone else. And then once this happens, your brain gets scrambled, you go out and think you're acting out of your own volition. You go on some crazy crusade that has been concocted for you for someone else's agenda. Yeah? Let that sit in. Everything you've been doing all your life has been for this other person's interest. And that's what happens when there's no freedom of speech and freedom of press. And if that doesn't get you on board with understanding what I'm talking about, I don't know what will. Because for me, it's so clear. And that's what we've been talking about for the past 90 days. And that's what I will continue talking about for the rest of time, my time, which is freedom of speech. And that's why I have people like David Icahn. That's why we had him here on Sunday. And we went to great lengths and expense to live stream that 3-hour conversation to over 1 million unique people, right? So you could get the info and make your decision that's pure. It's not your government telling you. It's not the media telling you. It's not some tech platform, some regulator, some all this BS. So am I passionate about this? Yes, I am. Because I think it's the future. Without the truth, without debate, we are nothing. We are laughing. We are kidding ourselves. And I don't want that to happen. So that's me for today. Again, go listen to the man speak. Yeah, go to freedomplatform.tv. Watch Ike. There's 20 different short clips there. You can download it. You can put them on Instagram. You can put them anywhere else. Get people to just get a different point of view. I don't care if you agree with the man. I don't care if you call him crazy. I don't know if you care if you call him the most truthful man you've ever seen. Just listen to him and do your own research and make your own decision. But let's do it honestly. That's what I want. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed that. I'm super passionate about this, obviously. It's my whole purpose for being. It's my whole life. It's my whole identity. It's everything we do all day. So I just want it to happen. And I want you to get all the information. So hope you can do that. I look forward to continuing to do this. Thank you for all the support in the streets today. I went out for a run. I must have been, spoken to by 8 different people, from bus drivers to taxi drivers to people on the streets. All are saying thank you, and I really appreciate you're the ones that keep me going here. It sure as hell isn't anybody else. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. I honor you. And for that reason, we will continue doing 3 things. We will not be silenced. We will not be censored. We will not be stopped, baby. London Real Army. Let's do this.